course, it's always a step in the right direction that we are even talking about it. And of course, all the small steps in the right direction is, of course, a step in the right direction. But if we actually look at what's happening, if we actually look at the actual emissions, we are right now experiencing the second highest rise in emissions ever in history. So, I mean, it doesn't really reflect what they're kind of saying.
The developing world is a key part of this, isn't it? And particularly countries as well, like China. I mean, what's the key, do you think, to increasing the speed of compliance here with these measures?
I mean, to be frank, we won't achieve anything without actually treating the crisis like a crisis. And right now we are just treating it as a minor topic, as a political topic that's a bit important. If it's something that the corona pandemic has shown us, it is that the climate crisis has never once been treated as an actual crisis. And I'm not saying that we should respond the same way we did with corona, but it really does put it in a different light. We didn't treat the corona pandemic as a flu. We didn't say, oh, this will benefit the industry that manufactures face masks. We didn't say it will create lots of new jobs within healthcare. Of course, the climate crisis will bring lots of benefits. It will create jobs. We will be healthier. We will hopefully probably will also be happier. But I mean, we can't only treat it as an opportunity. We also have to see it for the actual crisis it actually is. We can act without having these conferences. They don't lead to anything anyway, as it is now.
Well, in terms of taking action on COVID, do you think a country like the UK should be sending doses of vaccine abroad rather than vaccinating teenagers or people in their 20s?
Of course, I understand that many people have very different opinions on this, but myself think that we should, in the first hand, prioritize people in risk groups and in older age groups before vaccinating healthy young people, no matter where in the world they come from.
I think a moment that many viewers will remember is your encounter with President Trump at the UN. I mean, was there a sense in which he was a sort of perfect antagonist for you as a campaigner, and that it's in a way harder with President Biden?
No, I mean, I don't care about if they are antagonists to me or if they are good media wise and so on. We just care about the actual action that is going on, if they are taking real action or not. And then of course Biden may be a bit less worse for the environment, but still we have to look, as I said, we have to look at the actual emissions and the actual action that they are taking.
Well, it's interesting you say President Biden is a bit less worse. It's an interesting way of putting it, because obviously his people would say it's a completely different story to Donald Trump, who was a denier of climate science.
Yeah, of course, it is a completely different story, and Biden could bring lots of change. This could be a sign of a real change, but we can't just relax.
I'm just a little interested just in these last moments of the interview to get a sense about your own plans for your life and your campaign. And in terms of doing that, now you're 18, does that mean going into politics? Does it mean doing stuff through college? What does it actually mean?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know what it's like to be an adult, what that actually means. But I've gone through like different possibilities, whether I would be most useful as a scientist, or whether we need more politicians, or whether we need more people this and there. And I mean, of course, we will always be needing more science, but we have all the science we need to actually take action. We have politicians, what we don't have is political will. And political will you get from people demanding climate action. And so what's needed now, at least I think, is to spread awareness, to create a public pressure, to create real pressure and demand for climate action on politicians. So that's kind of where I'm trying to contribute in a way that I can. But that may change. The situation might change. In a few years, it may be more convenient to be a politician.
Greta Thunberg, thank you very much indeed for joining us.